New cell phone video of the moments before an ICE officer shot and killed 37-year-old Renee Good in Minneapolis.
Coming in this morning for practice and being alerted to as to what happened, we're in a bubble in the NBA, right? Like we travel together, we're kind of in this space, and if it's not for social media, we don't really necessarily know what's going on. So we got alerted to the shooting that happened about 10 minutes away from us here in Minnesota, and it's crazy. It's scary. This is just the world we live in. Things are crazy right now, and I think being so close, I think, and having it be in such a space where you're right there, and we have to basically be on lockdown in the hotel and can't leave it, it makes you really think about things outside of just the game of basketball. Sometimes you get so caught up in like we're talking about the standings, we're talking about, this and that, there's real life happening, and I think this gives us a moment just to kind of really think about what's going on. What's up, y'all? I'm Donovan Mitchell. This is my diary on ESPN Andscape. I think playing LeBron, could be the last game. I personally don't think it's the end. I think knowing that game, what that means to the city, what it means to him, what it means to the league, what it means to me, it's going to be a special one.
Mitchell fires over James!
When I was young, I had the Michael Jordan VHS tapes. I've never watched Michael, but all I had was that. The person I got to see was Bron. I would replicate that in the house. To be here now, to be the guy in Cleveland, to be in that spot is pretty surreal.
Donovan Mitchell!
When you look at the All-Star ballot and standings, you always want to see where you're at, right? Myself and Jalen are fighting for that fifth spot, and he's having a hell of a season. But yeah, I think it's something that you want to start.
Big shot by Donovan Mitchell, my goodness.
I do think I should be on the world team, but I don't think people look at me as like a Panamanian basketball player, but I would love to be on the world team if I got a chance. If not, I'm not tripping, don't get me wrong, but definitely want to show love to my Panamanian roots and my people in Panama. My grandmother being from Panama, she came over here on a boat, no plan, no money, and 2 generations later, here we are.
Christmas Day in New York.
Here we go, together, 3, 1, 2, 3.
In that scenario, like I'm at the garden, I'm at home on Christmas, and my fiancée is right here.
I ain't dunking like 3 months. I only dunk when she here.
Now, I was being sarcastic when I said that, but the only times I had dunked up until that point were when she was at the game. So I was kind of letting her and a few people next to her kind of know. So to see it take off, it was funny how many people really related to that. Like you really get, extra boost. And everybody talks about how you play when like your crush or love or your fiance, your wife is at the game. Like there's like a thing, like you just play better. And I think that's a real life thing.
It's a Christmas Day comeback win for the Knicks.
It's crazy how like my routine has become so normal for me at this point in time. So when I hear others talking about it, what you do on a daily basis, it just seems like it's just another Tuesday. If it's a road trip, it's practice. You show up 2 hours before practice, sometimes 2.5. You're doing your treatments, doing your stuff, then you got the film, then you get in the cold tub and get in the sauna and the red light. Then you eat on the plane, you get the Normatec on the plane, sometimes watch film. You wake up in the morning, do shoot around, treatment again after shoot around, go to sleep, and then like a pregame lift, and then you go out there and play. And it's an everyday thing. It's something that, for me, not leaving any stone unturned, I'm gonna figure out a way, try to find every advantage I possibly can have. And I still think there's way more room for me to grow as a player. I haven't even reached my best basketball, but I think there's more.
Fun game here in the Twin Cities. Look at the moves by Edwards.
He's a hell of a player. At 24, like he's elite, dynamic, gets downhill, great leader. For a guy like myself, when you think about the best shooting guards in the league, is really 3 that people talk about, me, him, and Book, right? So you definitely, enjoy these nights when you get to play against the best, and I know he does, and I think it's a mutual respect. It's always special. One, it means that, you're doing something right as a basketball team when you're playing on that day. It's a special day, it's an honorable day. But to see what Martin Luther King has done for us as a people in this world, the impact he's had, and to be able to play, and do something that, quite frankly, he was fighting for, right? And you're out there on the floor, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to honor a man like him, who's sacrificed truly his life, and his legacy was basically just trying to get equal rights. Something so simple that, we've come a long way, and we still have a long way to go, which is unfortunate, but it's a testament to what he saw many years ago. And to be able to have the NBA honor this on this day the way it does, what we play on this day, to be able to go out there and play not just the game of basketball, but just play on the day where we're honoring a man like him is a blessing. It's a major test, but I also think we're in a situation now where every game is the same. Obviously, when you play the team like the reigning champions, we're in a space where we have to treat every game the same. Can't just get up and play at a different level because it's the Thunder. We have to continue to bring the same energy we'd give the Thunder or the Timberwolves or the Pistons. We have to continue to treat it the same because we're not in a position to, today's the day. Like, we got to still be, consistent throughout.